Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. Finding Green complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 69 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep fighting.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, high 7.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Run. Hey, box truck. Hey, one set.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Set, 20. Regular. Where we go? Hey, alert.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 73 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 14. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up second down.
50 seconds. 180.
Mayfield now. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First down at the 45-yard line. 3 butt.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And the catch made by Johnson. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now Landry. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson. It's Hill, complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Marcus Johnson, 36 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It's certain.
It got his man complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And it's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken short. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23. Yard line.
For first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 27, Mayfield. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
At the Browns' 5-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready. I'm here all day. Watch tight end. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. Let's run. Check 3.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Bullock's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. A gain of 12.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
A gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's complete. It's Green here. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mayfield to throw it, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Alvin Kamara, 52 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and they will take a 7-point lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Don't play this way.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
You've been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Kamara. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not